Now it's much more about the community and teaching. There's nothing to teach in Diablo 4. There's nothing.
Okay, my future as a content creator. Oh, so okay, I'm gonna predict what's happening before I watch it. This motherfucker ain't quitting D4. There's no way he's quitting D4. I don't believe it even for a second, because everyone's saying like Rex is quitting D4. Even Rex is quitting. It's like no, there's no shot. Even if he says he's gonna quit D4, he will be back and he will play it. He will play every season. Now, in the downtime between when the seasons are dead, he's going to play other ARPGs, which you should do if you're an ARPG Andy.
Hi, everyone. It's Rax. It's been a while since I made a YouTube video, and I wanted to talk to you about the future of me as a content creator. Okay. A lot of people on this channel may understand that for the last 4.5 years, I've been a content creator for Blizzard and for the Diablo franchise. In particular, Diablo 3 and for a very short period of time, Diablo Immortal. That was a catastrophe. We cut that out instantly. Jeez. And then, and now Diablo 4. So,
Diablo Immortal, dude. Holy, I mean, that's how desperate the D3 guys were. They were desperate for Diablo Immortal to be actually a not dog shit, not cash grab, like an actual game. They were hoping Blizzard, the company that was, made because they used to make good games back in the day, were actually going to release a game that was good, and he kind of banked on the, it not being a complete shit show, and actually like them putting out somewhat of a good game. And I remember they had like the Maxroll website and all this shit about Diablo Immortal. They went big dick on that. Thank God. I mean, after seeing how they monetized that game, thank God it was a massive fucking L and it failed. I'm like, holy shit. If we lived in a world where that dog shit actually popped off, I don't know if I want to be living in it, or at least spending my time in that space at all.
It's no secret that Diablo 4 has not lived up to expectations. And the more that I've thought about it, actually, I think it's actually worse for the real blasters, the pro players, whatever you'd like to call them, because with the current iteration of the game, there's really not much to do.
Yep.
I can blast them.
No
Look how many
content.
100s I have. I almost have 10 100s. You can blast up to 100, no problem. And then what do you do?
Nothing.
Nightmare Dungeon 100 is free on every single character, and Uber Lilith has been killed many, many times by now. And gearing up, you have like perfect gear by the time you're 75. There's just nothing to do in the game. And at least for casual players, I think going through the campaign, building up at least one character very slowly, probably is more fun than anybody who's blasting the game. And so, Diablo 3 Season 29 just started once again. The Diablo 3 team released a very nice season. They put in solo mode, they put in a Paragon cap, they put in a cool new permanent feature in the game. It's too bad we just didn't have those D3 devs for the whole lifespan of Diablo 3. Otherwise,
literally, why now? Why not this same shit except fucking whatever it was 4 years ago or whatever the fuck?
the game would have had a lot more success. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Always the story.
Squandered.
Okay, so now, what am I going to do in the future? The reason why I'm a content creator is because I love video games.
True. Okay.
When I was a young kid, when we would have like our LAN parties, have our little sleepovers, and we would be, on Friday we get off from school, we would go order a bunch of pizza, we'd go down to the gas station, get the 64-ounce big gulp of pop, and then we just blast all night. It's noon the next day, and then everyone starts to go to sleep. I was the guy that would stay up and plug 3 extra controllers in the Xbox and run around practicing 3-shotting spawns in Halo 1 while my friends slept, and I just keep playing.
That's fucked. Okay, what the fuck? Go to sleep.
After we had already been playing for almost 24 hours.
That guy who did that would always then go to sleep. It's everyone else is waking up, and then he would miss out on the round 2 of the gaming. I'm gonna be honest. He would like straight up, bro. Like he would then be desynced. You don't want to desync because then then it fucks up all the numbers.
I'm, even as an old piece of shit 37-year-old man, that is still who I am. I'm still that same kid that just has to blast. It's just my personality. And one thing that I found very, very rewarding in the last 4.5 years is teaching people the game.
I didn't know he's 37. He's like still, yeah. He didn't look 37. Lamo never grew up. No, I'm the same way. I think everyone is. People who like gaming and LANing still like gaming and LANing. What happens is they have too many responsibilities that trump gaming and LANing, so they just don't game and LAN. It's not like they just forget. You would still want to play Legion TD with the boys. Like, even if you're fucking 32, just like, if someone's starting up an Infos game or someone's playing, like, Halo 2 or whatever, you just still want to do that. That's still fun. That's still sick. Well, most people do anyway. And the reality is most people can't. But if you're a streamer or you're a gamer by trade, well, then you still can do that. And that's what you do. You just keep doing it.
I like to make guides.
Infos, dude.
I like to know what I'm talking about. I like to level up 100 times to 100. That way, when I make a leveling guide for you, I can be pretty damn sure that if it isn't the best leveling guide possible, it at least is going to be really good. When I was younger, it was way more important.
I'm 33 now. Well, I had my birthday like 5 days ago, right? Fuck, I'm old as fuck, boy. No, I'm not. 33 is not that. I still got plenty of damning and plenty of stuff to do. I'm 33. I'm 33 years old, young.
Important to me to compete. I wanted to be world #1 in WoW. I wanted to be the best Halo 1 player in the world and all the different games. Now it's much more about the community and teaching. There's nothing to teach in Diablo 4. There's nothing. I'm finding that area fulfilled.
Despair. Dude, what are you talking about? You got like the 5 builds that exist in the game, dude. You can teach the various iterations of the same 5 builds that Blizzard have fucking shoehorned you into. I mean, holy fuck! It's that's like sad. Because part of it's like obviously there's no content in the game, right? There's no in game, and then on top of that, itemization is so bad that you can't. That there's all these builds that are just there's like literally single-digit builds per class, and each one is handcrafted by a fucking employee at Blizzard, because they itemize everything to be specific and not make it more general. So then you can like combine things in many different ways to have many different builds.
Fulfillment just completely empty. Currently.
Yeah.
Now, Diablo 4, it's a very common opinion across everybody,
Default
the
bad?
lovers and the haters of
Default
the game.
bad?
Diablo 4 has got a good base. It was just released too early. Too many bugs, too many imbalances.
True, yeah.
Not enough things to do.
True.
If it would have released 1 year after it released, it might have had a much...
He means the base in terms of like the net code, right? And he means the base in terms of like the actual, the physics interactions and the actual moment-to-moment combat of like pressing a button and like it happening, something on the screen's happening. I think the actual engine and the code is good, but pretty much everything else about it is not good, except maybe the aesthetics and the graphics. I think the aesthetics and the graphics, but then pretty much everything else about the game is fucking pretty much dog shit.
Much different narrative, but it doesn't matter. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. It is what it is, and here's where we are. I think it's going to take them a good amount of time to fix it.
Season 10.
They'll do nice things in Season 2. They'll do nice things in Season 3. Maybe by then, when the leaderboards are out with a couple new, hopefully, endgame things added, maybe it will be better. But I'm finding it very hard to commit to building my future on this game until I've seen more. So then I asked myself, what should I do instead, or should I hang it up? I can tell you without a doubt, I don't care about fame. In fact, I would actually prefer to not be famous than famous, not to say that I am famous. I don't care about the fame. I don't care about the money. I want to be a content creator because I love games. Even with...
I mean, you got to care about the money up to a certain threshold, bro. Okay, how are you going to pay? How are you going to feed your kids? Unless he's like in a position where he doesn't need to earn money because he's like got some other thing that's passively earning him income, and maybe he's got some really sick passive investments and he's actually chilling. Yeah, I don't know. He could. No, I think he's got kids and shit, bro. Like
I said, even with the kids that I was around when I was younger who loved video games, it was not the same as me. It was just not the same level. All of my friends would tell you the same. So this is...
You trying to gatekeep gaming right now, Rax? Is he trying to gatekeep gaming? Okay, what the fuck? I mean, bro, what does it define? I mean,
where I'm going to stay. I'm going to keep streaming, and I'm going to keep making content, because I committed the very first day that I started streaming, March 13th, 2019, that I was going to stream every single day without missing a day for 10 straight years. So we just hit 4.5 years. Never missed a day. We got another 5.5 to go. I'm committed to that, and we're going to keep going. It looks like
10 years? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, 10 years? I've done a couple years by mistake. You know, I've done that like literally just by mistake. Like, oh shit, I haven't even taken a day off, and it's been like, but I mean, holy shit, that's like 10 years. How can he go to an event ever? That's hectic. I mean, don't get me wrong. I haven't taken a holiday. I don't take holidays. I don't do holidays. I haven't done a holiday in, whatever, in many, many years. Which is the only time I do holidays is when I'm banned off Twitch. The second I find out I'm banned, I'm like, all right, we're going on holiday. Abby, where we going? Let's fucking, the girls ain't going to school today. We're going on holiday. Let's log in. It's always like this thing in your pit in your stomach, like something's wrong, but then you just have fun, so who cares?
the best ARPG that's going to come out soon is
PoE
Last
2.
Epoch. It just looks incredible.
PoE 2.
Everybody loves it. Everybody says that it's got a great endgame, great crafting system. It already has a godly loot filter. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm still gonna play D4. I'm still gonna cover D4.
Okay, yeah.
I know D4. I
Called it.
I don't need to practice D4. I'll be able to keep in touch with the game. And if it gets great, then I can go back and main D4 again. But I think it's time for me to start warming up in Last Epoch. And I think it's time for me to start warming up a bit more in Path of Exile. Again, I like to teach things. So Last Epoch will be a much bigger opportunity for me to teach you the game than PoE. There's already a million godly content creators for PoE. I don't know even if I mained PoE if I could be better than them. Not that it's a competition. I actually think that having...
You can't master everything, bro. Can't. No one's the best at everything. Like, no one's the best at everything. Your closest thing you have to that is Ben, but he's not the best at. There's plenty of things that Ben sucks at. Like lots of, there's tons. Is Ben good at teaching things? Is Ben good at making an informative guides about stuff? What I'm saying is, it's impossible. It's like saying, oh, I'm going to be the best at mathematics, and I'm going to be the best at English, and I'm going to be the best at fucking literally everything. You can't. It's impossible. There's not enough time in the day to master every single aspect of the game.
Many great content creators is better than just trying to monopolize it. I think that's a losing mentality. It's a loser mentality. But I don't think I'd be able to gain enough knowledge quickly enough to be able to teach you PoE 1. But maybe it's going to be different if PoE 2 is dramatically different.
It's not though. It's not. Rax. Somebody tell him. Somebody tell Rax! PoE 2 is very similar to PoE 1, and like, I would say the majority of things in PoE 1 will translate to PoE 2. You can absolutely start learning, like, no, it will. It is. Okay, instead of linking gems inside of your fucking gear, you now link it inside of a fucking tree to your left, which you still have stocks in your gear for. Oh, the passive tree is different, but it's still, in essence, going to be a very similar passive tree minus health nodes. The majority of playing PoE 1 will translate to PoE 2.
So I will absolutely be paying attention to PoE 2 and Last Epoch. I think I'm going to start playing them, and I'm going to start learning them very well. So hopefully I can teach you guys how to have fun in these games. I also love MMOs. Lost Ark is pretty solved at this point, but I do love that game, and the Jumpstart servers are out. I would be lying to you if I was not considering just maining Lost Ark. I love the raids. I love the difficulty. The pay to win sucks, but I love that like MMO grindy stuff. Like that's very much in my wheelhouse. So the Riot MMO could be a godly.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Riot MMO. Whenever that comes out, I mean, that's gonna be fucking crazy, bro. Holy shit. I mean, have Riot missed recently? Like, Riot have been fucking doing bangers. League of Legends is not a miss, it's a W. League of Legends is the #1 MOBA in existence, and they're still relevant to this day. Like, what are you talking about? And guess what? They have another game in the top 10 as well. I mean, think about that. The same company. Wait, 3? They got another game? Wait, what's our other game? And Valorant! I mean, bro, they don't mess. What the fuck? They don't mess. Dude, the Riot MMO is going to be crazy. And if it's not crazy, guess what? They won't release it because they're not going to release a fucking mid-dog shit game.
I'm absolutely paying attention to how that goes. That could be the main game of the future.
Guys, have you seen Arcane? Arcane was lit, bro.
The thing is the Moon Beast game. If you haven't checked it out, the friends over at Moon Beast, the like original designers of Diablo 2 came out of retirement to reinvent the ARPG genre. Check out the Moon Beast game. I'm watching them. So anyway, just to summarize this, not to make this a giant soliloquy or anything, I am still a gamer and a content creator. I always will be, even if one day I retire from it or whatever. I will always be this. I've always been this even before I ever fired up the stream. I just love video games way too much to ever step away from it. I have to blast. I will pretty much...
Sorry.
I can't guarantee it, but I just don't think I will ever become a variety streamer. I don't like that. I don't like to play every game for 3 days and essentially suck at everything. I want to play a few games and try to be as good at them as possible. It's very much my style. So I will... D3, thanks for the 1 week of fun. You did your job like always. D3 is kind of dead, but you did a great job with what you had. Diablo 4, Copium. I hope that everything gets turned around. I think it eventually will. I just worry that it's going to be too late by the time that it happens.
And the only way D4 turns to complete dog shit and trash is if they basically, some suit Andy says, the profits and returns of this game aren't good enough. And then they just stop and they just basically give it the D3 treatment. If they just abandon it, like they do, they give it the D3 treatment. That's how D4 goes down to complete trash. I genuinely believe the game is going to get iterated on and they're going to make it better and better and better. I genuinely believe it got forced out way too early and they got forced to like ship it before there was, it was some bull. I think that the game is genuinely going to get better. And I think like something like season 7, 8, or 9, it's going to start popping and it's actually going to be a fucking good game, hopefully. Maybe I'm coping. Now, maybe some guy makes a call saying, do you know what, all these little updates and patches and shit, we're not getting enough money from the Battle Pass. Fuck it. Don't even, just literally do minimum updates, minimum shit, maintenance mode, we'll make our money on the expansions or whatever, and then they just let it fucking rot, which would just be so bad and to be a tragedy. My prediction is that they're going to keep making money and, they're going to keep making content and they're going to make the game, like, hopefully not dog shit, right?
Last Epoch?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at you. I'm kind of like a free agent here. Not that I'm valuable, not to imply that I have any value, but if anybody's looking for a blaster, if you're willing to make a godly game that's not a predatory pay-to-win game, I'm looking. So really looking strong at Last Epoch. I will be playing more PoE 1 to learn more about it. I've already done one season where at least I got my 4 Void Stones. I got to level like 97.
Imagine thinking Void Stones or something, bro. Holy shit, this guy's fucking casual, dude.
So that's one that's one round of it. But I want to say I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for, I did not think after a few years of streaming I would have, almost a quarter of a million subs on YouTube. I didn't think my Twitch would be
big
where
dick,
it's at.
Bro, big dick. Wait,
I didn't think I would be anybody.
Bro, he's got more subs than me.
Some big ego or anything.
Ranks is fucking
at all.
flexing
I'm
on my
just
ass.
the same little kid that just loves to blast games, and so far I've been able to make a career out of it, which is all anybody could ever ask for.
Sub Andy, bro.
It's because of you guys. I never take you for granted. I still remember the first time that I had a video that had 1,000 views and how happy I was on it. So need to remember those. Need to remember those moments.
Just don't get too big, bro. Stay humble,
in
bro.
Check and keep your mind focused on what you're doing. So thanks for all the fantastic times. I will continue to cover Diablo 4, but let's see what the godly games are coming up, and I'm considering making a switch to either Last Epoch or PoE 2.
PoE 2. Go back to PoE 2, man. I mean, you can easily do both. I'll be honest, Last Epoch is complicated, but it's not like some crazy shit. It's literally the hybrid. You can easily play both. Last Epoch, don't get me wrong, compared to like D4 or something, it's like, oh my god, it's got so much complexity. But the reality is, it's not that crazy. Once you understand all the skill trees and like, it's like, okay, yeah, if you're only mastering one class, then it's simple. If you're trying to do all of them, yeah, okay, it's going to take a bit of learning, and there's going to be a lot of patches and stuff. But the reality is, I don't think it's that crazy. Whereas PoE, that shit, yeah, you need to fucking really get in there.
Let you guys know in case, if you're only here for Diablo, I want to warn you that I may switch gears, and if that's all you wanted to, that's all you were interested in, you can go ahead and we can part ways now. But I appreciated your sub or your views or whatever.
Fuck off, bozos.
We're gonna keep going. 5.5 more years of streaming every day without stopping, no breaks, no matter what. Even if I die, I have to stream. Let's see if we can finish it off for the final 10 years. Thank you.
Because he is God Gamer. God Gamer. God Gamer.